Hey guys, Tyler from Warrior Sports Physical Therapy here. In this video and the following videos, I'm going to talk a little bit about return to sport testing for the lower extremity and why it's important to test your athletes before sending them back to their sport. So from research, we know that there are some tests that have been validated through literature to be helpful in determining whether to send an athlete back to their sport or not after a lower body surgery, in particular an ACL. Now, we don't know exactly what battery or what grouping of tests are the perfect group of tests, but we do know that testing is important and must be done. And that blindly sending athletes back to their sport just purely based off of a time criteria is setting them up for failure and increasing their risk of being injured again. So typically the first two basic tests that need to be done with every athlete is monitoring their range of motion and then their muscle loss after surgery and at what pace they're getting that back. So typically for an ACL or for a knee surgery, for example, I will look at their bending range of motion, which is flexion, and their straightening range of motion, which is extension. Typically getting extension back is a little bit tougher and is the most important, but we want to be monitoring this constantly to make sure that they're getting the mobility back they need. So first, I would have Jeff here go ahead and bend his knee as much as he can for me, get a measurement there, give a little bit of overpressure to get a passive measurement, and then I'd have him straighten his knee all the way, squeeze his quad, good, and then get an active measurement there, and then I would slide under and get a passive measurement as well. Then, after taking the range of motion measurement side to side, I would always also start with the non-affected side first to get a sense of his normal and then go to the affected side. I would then take a muscle girth measurement at 3 different points along his leg with a different tape measure in centimeters. So the 3 measurements that I typically always get on an athlete is a mid-thigh measurement to look at quad and hamstring muscle mass, and then a measurement directly above the kneecap to get a sense of if their swelling is going down or not, and then a measurement right around the midpoint of their calf to see how much of their calf muscle they lost via the surgery and how quickly they're getting that back. So again, range of motion, muscle girth, the 2 most basic tests you can do, and be monitoring to make sure that the athlete is progressing as they should be.